So we'll just launch into I Will Keep You Warm, and then we'll go through the other songs. All right? It won't sound like the album, because it's just me. If you want to hear the real thing with all my amazing backup, you'll have to go back to the album. When the chill from Canada comes tearing south, over empty fields up to your doorstep to kiss you on the mouth, I will keep you warm. I'll keep the fire burning, keep you dry in the storm. When winter is returning through the form, I will keep you warm. And you say you're insulated pretty tight, but the thin of your candle has revealed you in a slightly different light. I will keep you warm. I'll keep the fire burning, keep you dry in the storm. When winter is returning through the fall, I will keep you warm. So I'll hold you tightly as the wind attacks, and the summer of my kindness will protect you and fill up all the cracks. I will keep you warm. I'll keep the fire burning, keep you dry in the storm. When winter is returning through the fall, I will keep you warm. My love will be like brandy wine when you are cold. Let me take your cup and I will fill it with as much as it can hold. I will keep you warm. I'll keep the fire burning, keep you dry in the storm. When winter is returning through the fall, I will keep you warm. I'll keep the fire burning, keep you dry in the storm. When winter is returning through the fall, I will keep you warm. So that's why I will keep you warm. And give me thumbs up if the balance is okay. It's all right. Give me thumbs down if the balance is not okay. No, I guess we're okay. That's great. That's great. All right. So next song is called "Blow Winds Blow," and a lot of what I'm going to say is in the notes that Marcy has in her hand there, and that you all had inside your package. But I'll say it again anyway. This was written for my friend Robert's wedding, and I was thinking of the parents losing their child and a lot of their bank account for the putting on the wedding all on the same day. All right, Blow Winds Blow. girl and a boy. We brought you together to share in our joy. And after the day goes according to plan, we'll be the proud parents of woman and man. So blow, winds blow, flow, rivers flow, grow, children grow. They learned how to talk and they learned how to stand. They learned to let beauty flow out of their hands. But now they have learned the most difficult task. They've learned how to love. What more could we ask? And blow, winds blow, flow, rivers flow, grow, the children grow. If he hadn't been there, they'd never have met. If she hadn't been there, he'd be waiting yet. But now they'll be married because they were graced with a little good luck and a lot of good taste. So blow, winds blow, flow, rivers flow, grow, the children grow. And now our dear children, we want you to know, wherever love leads you, we want you to go. You've walked out our door, now at last you are free. But if ever you need us, just use your old key and blow, winds blow, flow, rivers flow, grow, the children grow. One motivation for putting out this album was that I had been still singing a lot of these songs, and they're some of my favorites. And this next one I really love, but I haven't really sung this very much since 1985 or played it. So I'm working my magic fingers and see how we can do on I'm Feeling Blue, which is really not a typical song from my repertoire, but I did write it. It kind of came in a dream of a kind of a jazzy kind of thing, which I don't know where on earth that came from, but it sounds like this. I'm not looking for someone else. I don't want to live by myself, but I'm feeling blue lately when I'm with you. I don't know what you heard me say that made you want to turn away, but I'm feeling blue lately when I'm with you. This odd behavior you've affected makes me lonesome all the time. This wall of silence you've erected is much too high for me to climb. No one but you can make me sigh. No one but you can make me high, but I'm feeling blue lately when I'm with you. This odd behavior you've affected makes me lonesome all the time. This wall of silence you've erected is much too high for me to climb. No one but you can make me sigh. No one but you can make me high, but I'm feeling blue lately when I'm with you. Feeling blue lately when I'm with you. Okay, well, I got through that. That was something else. We're going to go on to the title song, King of Hearts. Kind of an old style ballad. Goes like this. The King of Hearts is a desperate card and the swiftest in the deck. He'll take your queen, neat and clean. He's a royal pain in the neck. He's a royal pain in the neck. My love and I were at the bar when the King of Hearts came in. He gave her a rose right under my nose, and my troubles did begin. My troubles did begin. With his red rose in her left hand, my love was hypnotized. He danced her out that swinging door right before my eyes, right before my eyes. I ran out into the road, but all that I could find was a golden band from her left hand that she had left behind, that she had left behind. For 3 long nights awake I watched, awaiting her return. For 3 long days I gazed and gazed until my eyes did burn, until my eyes did burn. For 3 long weeks I did not sleep, nor even eat a meal, while the bitter wind seemed to sing, you got a rotten deal, you got a rotten deal. For 3 long years I've shed no tears, nor tried to fix the blame. I played and lost, and paid the cost of being in the game, of being in the game. But sometimes when I see a rose, I pick it where it stands. I marvel at the way it glows, then I crush it in my hands. I crush it in my hands. Oh, the King of Hearts is a desperate card, and the swiftest in the pack. He took my queen, neat and clean, and he never gave her back. He never gave her back. He never gave her back. He never gave her back.
That was beautiful, Paul.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually know how to play that one. So that was King of Hearts, the title song, and now my other daughters. Oh, I was going to tell you about Blow Winds Blow. So the first verse of Blow Winds Blow is, we are the parents of girl and of boy. We brought you together to share in our joy. And I always look forward to singing that at my daughter's wedding. I have 2 daughters, and they're both here somewhere. And I changed it a little bit for Sienna. I changed it to, we are the parents of female and female. They've brought us together through letters and email. So I was able to sing that on that particular event, which was a glorious, glorious event. And they now have 2 wonderful little boys, she and Allie. All right, moving ahead. So one of the motivating factors, aside from the fact that I love these songs, to get this out on a CD, was that some of the songs, well, to do it live in the first place, was that some of the songs are kind of begging for an audience. And this was one of them. And the audience really came through. This song, for a while, was the ringtone on David Ross's cell phone. So I hope you'll all sing along in the appropriate places. It's called Take Out the Garbage When You Go. It's a sad love song. Hey, hi, Avery. Hi, Sienna. All right. So it goes like this. Hi, Alice. You tell me that you're leaving, that our love has lost its glow. Though you were once my Juliet and I your Romeo. But before you break my heart in two, there's one last thing that you can do. Take out the garbage when you go. Take out the garbage when you go. When you go. It's an awful lot to ask of you, I know. Yes, I know, but these filthy bags could spread disease, so I'm begging you on bended knees to please, 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 please. Take out the garbage when you go. You saved every reminder of the good times that we shared, the bananas that we peeled, the apples that we pared. You say our love's gone sour, but I think it's just the cauliflower I gave you once to let you know I cared. Here we go. Take out the garbage when you go. It's an awful lot to ask of you, I know. Yes, I know. But these filthy bags could spread disease, so I'm begging you on bended knees to please, 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 take out the garbage when you go. Now we're standing in the doorway to say our last farewells. My eyes are filled with tears, my house is filled with smells. Our love was sweet as lobster meat, the kind you always used to eat. Well, now's your chance to throw away the shells. Take out the garbage when you go, when you go. It's an awful lot to ask of you, I know, yes I know. But these filthy bags could spread disease, so I'm begging you on bended knees to please, 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 please. Take out the garbage when you go, one more time. Take out the garbage when you go, when you go. Oh, you've been saving it for many years, I know, yes I know. But these filthy bags could spread disease, so I'm begging you on bended knees to please, 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 please take out the cabbage. Don't forget the cabbage. Take out the garbage when you go.
That's my favorite song. Of all of the songs Paul's written, that's my favorite. I always laugh.
Well, we always have. I've been performing at a bunch of assisted living places and adult facilities, and I don't usually I do songs from the 50s, 60s, and 70s mostly, but I throw that one in sometimes, and everybody really has a lot of frames of reference, shall we say, for that song, as much of the population does.
Well, it's also a nice substitute for our "Don't let the door hit you in the backside." It's kind of a nicer version that you can substitute.
Yes, indeed, indeed. I see chat, so I don't see anything in chat. Oh, you can pin the speaker too. Okay, yeah. If you want to pin me, you can. I won't. It won't hurt. So, yeah, Brittany is my technical wizard here. This is yeah. This is the downer of the album. But there are those who believe that there is a time for optimism and hope, which is most of the time, also a time for telling the truth, which is not always the same thing. And then urging your listener to do something about it if they don't like the truth as they find it. So I urge you all to do something about it. So I wrote this around the time of the bicentennial, and that was right after Watergate, and we were all feeling kind of disappointed, or very disappointed in our government. So luckily we're not disappointed in, wait, what was I saying? Yeah, it's come around again, So it seems appropriate at this moment. Also, I did want to say that this was written at a time when we had many of us had a slightly more romanticized view of the founding fathers, who it turns out were quite imperfect, really, but they weren't insane. With the father of our country, I crossed the Delaware. I was proud to be a soldier. I was glad to do my share. I never will forget him. Planted at the bow, but I should be surely drifting, and I surely miss him now. I surely miss him now. We are orphans of the storm, no father and no mother. We are orphans of the storm, with no home to go to. We are orphans of the storm. America the beautiful certainly has changed. She wears a lot of makeup, but she'll never be the same. Oh, all these desperate highways are pouring out like tears, covering the graveyards of the ones who left us here. The ones who left us here. We are orphans of the storm, no father and no mother. We are orphans of the storm, with no home to go to. We are orphans of the storm, with nobody but each other to keep us warm. We are orphans of the storm. Today a total stranger attacked me with a knife, and he shouted, "Give me liberty, or give me your life." I said, "We're all as broke as you are, so there can't be any theft. You better love your brothers. We're all that you have left. We're all that you have left. We are orphans of the storm, with no father and no mother. We are orphans of the storm, with no home to go to. We are orphans of the storm, with nobody but each other to keep us warm. We are orphans. We are orphans. We are orphans of the storm. Well, there's that. I should say there was a total stranger attacked me with his knife in 1970, and I put my arm up like this and saved my life. So if you ever look at my right arm, there's a couple nice big scars there. So that's kind of what that verse is about. He was kind of hopped up on something. And that was my first, my second near-death experience. The first was when Stephanie, my sister, saved me from drowning. And that was kind of... I do cherish every day. I do cherish every moment after those experiences. So we're going to finish side one of my original LP with The Wedding in the Village. Drop D. Okay. And this is going to be... a funny tuning. And this was, let's see. I'm just getting the proper harmonica here and dropping my pick. Two of these songs, I don't know if anybody's interested to hear this, but I'll tell you now while I got my harmonica and tune up and get my pick off the floor. This harmonica is tuned to Patty Richter tuning. I didn't know the term when I thought I made it up, but it actually is a real tuning. This G harmonica has the same note twice. Blowing and drawing. So you can play blues. But if you don't want to play blues, you can raise that duplicate note to by opening up the harmonica and tuning for a couple hours, which allows you to play certain songs that you couldn't otherwise play, like things like that. Some Irish tunes, and it's used a lot for Irish jigs and reels and things, and actually you can buy one now without going to the effort of converting a normal one, but I haven't done that yet. So this is I think I'll tune this one up. Yeah. So, I do have a story to tell about this one, aside from the harmonica part. And that is that I wrote this, I wrote a lot of this in New Hampshire. That's where Sienna lives now. And and I was with her. We were on a little vacation, Lisa and Sienna and I, when Sienna was tiny. And I was thinking of our wedding, which had been about a year earlier, when Lisa and I got married after 13 years of living together on the 13th of November with 13 people in attendance, and it's all worked out quite well, despite all those 13s. But at the wedding, the best man was Larry Cole, who's here today, who plays the bagpipes and has managed to reach a ripe maturity, having been a professional bagpiper to survive all these years. So hats off to Larry. And the maid of honor was his girlfriend at the time, Lisa Roth. And my wife Lisa was a potter at the time. She's a novelist and a potter. And I wrote the song around these three people, plus myself in the character of a brewer, which I actually have made a couple of home brews, but it just seemed like a nice person to be. nice job if you can get it. But the wonderful thing was that they were all there the night that we recorded this, and Larry played the bagpipes on this song, and Lisa played the tambourine on one or two songs. Anyway, and there was a little, I threw on at the end a French instrumental that from an album that my French friend Danielle gave me, and we played it with fiddle and bagpipe, which are not available. So we'll just do it with guitar and harmonica. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Hear the horses coming, get up and give a cheer. A wagon full of barrels, every barrel full of beer. Through the woods, down the hill, so everyone can drink their fill. Bells are ringing, soon they will be here. And the brewer, dressed all in his best, lightly holds the reins, following the piper who plays a merry strain. 1 foot left, 1 foot right, you and I will dance all night. Arm in arm we'll sing the bright refrain. Oh, ho, won't you come and join the fun? A wedding in the village, a festival for everyone. Ooh, the sun keeps coming up. So let's all drink another round from the loving cup. Over on the hilltop, on the other side of town, with the little drummer girl, you can see her coming down. Out of fire, out of clay, she's made mugs to give away. She's the potter in her wedding gown. And when she meets the brewer, they both agree, I do. And when the rings go on the fingers, the formalities are through. Then it's up the aisle, down the street, to the inn with dancing feet. Let's fill those mugs and kick off every shoe. Oh, oh, won't you come and join the fun? A wedding in the village, a festival for everyone. Ooh-wee, the sun keeps coming up. So let's all drink another round from the loving cup. So the dancing goes all through the night, from early afternoon. The piper and the drummer playing every kind of tune. See the groom, see the bride, face to face and side by side. Spirits are rising higher than the moon. And when no one is looking, the couple slips upstairs, and in their nest they get undressed and kiss without a care. Wheels will turn, fires will burn, fields will grow and love will flow. Everything they wished for will be theirs. Oh, oh, won't you come and join the fun? A wedding in the village, a festival for everyone. Ooh-wee, the sun keeps coming up. So let's all drink another round from the loving cup. Oh, won't you come and join the fun? A wedding in the village, a festival for everyone. Ooh-wee, the sun keeps coming up. So let's all drink another round from the loving cup. Wedding in the village. And I'm reminded that two of the people here were at that wedding that I had, that Anna Kleinholz sitting there with Avram and Stephanie Kaplan. They were the two of the 13. And you could say Sienna was there in a way. Lisa couldn't drink too much champagne that day. Let's see what we got. Oh, here. Okay. Heather on the Moor. This is one of my the two traditional songs that I'm going to do. And back in those days, in 1976, when I was graduating Hunter College with a major in music theory, of all things. There was someone in one of my classes named Dan Milner who turned out to be a terrific singer. He was from England and Ireland. Well, his parents were English and Irish. And he had a contract to do a book of traditional English, Irish, and Scottish songs. And he asked me, well, first of all, he asked me to play in his new band, which I did. It was Larry Cole and Dan Milner and I were the Derby Ram. And we were the opening act down in Greenwich Village at, I think it was 10th Avenue and 14th Street at the Eagle Tavern. So we opened for the really amazing musicians of that ilk. doing traditional music, and it was a real eye-opener for me. And at the end of the night, often he would ask someone like Martin Carthy or the Battlefield Band or some of these amazing world-famous musicians, would you sing a song into my tape recorder for my book? You know, he found he'd say, I love this song, I want to put it in my book, and they'd say sure, and then he'd give me the tape, and I would transcribe it, the music. So we did I did 150 songs, and some of them I really loved, and this is one of them. It's called Heather on the Moor, and it's in drop to B tuning. And I think I'll use the harmonica on this as well. My C harmonica. Let's see. Let us see where the C harmonica. There it is. My Patty Richter harmonica. Oh. That's just a sweet little song about an encounter in the heather. Oh, as I roved out on a bright May morning, calm and clear was the weather, I chanced to roam some miles from home among the beautiful blooming heather, and it's heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor and among the heather. I chanced to roam some miles from home among the beautiful blooming heather, and it's heather on the moor. As I roved along with my hunting song, my heart as light as any feather, I met a pretty maid upon the way. She was stripping the dew down from the heather, and it's heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor and among the heather. I met a pretty maid upon the way. She was stripping the dew down from the heather. It's heather on the moor. Where are you going, my pretty fair maid? By hill or dale, come tell me whether. Right modestly she answered me, to the feeding of my lambs together, and it's heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor and among the heather. Right modestly she answered me, to the feeding of my lambs together, and it's heather on the moor. We both shook hands and down we sat, in the fairest day in summer. And we sat till the red setting beams of the sun came sparkling down among the heather, and it's heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor and among the heather. And we sat till the red setting beams of the sun came sparkling down among the heather, and it's heather on the moor. Says I must away, my sheep and lambs have strayed from other. Lo, I am loath to part from you, as those fond lambs ought to part their mother, and it's heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor and among the heather. Lo, I am loath to part from you, as those fond lambs ought to part their mother, and it's heather on the moor. Rose and away she goes, her place or name I know not either. But if I were king I'd make her queen, the lass I met among the heather, and it's heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor and among the heather. But if I were king I'd make her queen, the lass I met among the heather, and it's heather on the moor. Heather on the Moor. All right. The next song is called I Had an Old Coat. And I wrote this around 1984, something like that. And it's based on an old Yiddish story about a tailor who makes a beautiful coat, and the coat starts to wear out. He doesn't throw it away. He makes it into something smaller that's also beautiful. And it keeps getting smaller and smaller till you wonder what you're going to end up with. This is by far my most popular song of the ones I've written. It's been recorded at least 36 times by other people, including Sharon Lois and Bram, who put it on Nickelodeon for several years on TV. And this was another one of the songs that needed somebody to, needed an audience to respond. So I hope you'll respond. I had an old coat and the coat got torn. What'll I do? What'll I do? Had an old coat and the coat got torn. What'll I do? What'll I do? I had an old coat and the coat got torn. So I cut it down and a jacket was born. And I sing every day of my life. In a couple of years those threads got thin. What'll I do? What'll I do? In a couple of years those threads got thin. What'll I do? In a couple of years those threads got thin. So I called it a shirt and I tucked it in. And I sing every day of my life. And the sleeves wore out in the east and west. What'll I do? The sleeves wore out in the east and the west. What'll I do? What'll I do? Yeah, the sleeves wore out in the east and the west. So I pulled them off and I had a vest. And I sing every day of my life. But the vest got stained with cherry pie. What'll I do? What'll I do? The vest got stained with cherry pie. What'll I do? What'll I do? The vest got stained with cherry pie. So I cut and sewed till I had a tie. And I sing every day of my life. And when that tie was looking lean, what'll I do? What'll I do? When that tie was looking lean, what'll I do? When that tie was looking lean, I made a patch for my old blue jeans. And I sing every day of my life. And when that patch was next to nothing, what'll I do? What'll I do? When that patch was next to nothing, what'll I do? When that patch was next to nothing, I rolled it up into a button. And I sing every day of my life. And when that button was almost gone, what'll I do? When that button was almost gone, what'll I do? When that button was almost gone, with what was left, I made this song, which I sing every day of my life. Alrighty. Thank you, thank you. I can see you clapping. Okay. So now, let's see. And now the moment I've been practicing for all week, and I feel like one of those skaters at the Olympics about to go out on the ice and hoping they don't end up on their butt too many times. So this is my cittern, which replaces the quattro, which was what I played on the album, which has since bit the dust, so they say. And the thing that's nice about this is, since it's in an open tuning, I can play in every key by just moving the capo up and down. With the quattro, the neck was about this long, and I could only play in a few keys. This actually is tuned to a minor key, which I don't recommend. But this is a cittern. It's an really ancient English instrument, and I'm using it to sing this song, which is an Irish ballad of devotion. I always felt a little uncomfortable because I changed it from a girl singing about her Greenwood laddie to the boy singing about his Greenwood lassie. And I recently looked up the word dowry, and then I looked up Irish dowry, and I discovered that it was okay because in Ireland there's a long tradition of people. Well, to go back a step, there are all these Irish songs about the girls, the young woman's parents not wanting or even letting her marry a fellow that she loves because he's not rich enough. And in this song, that's what it was. But I switched it, and it turns out that there was a long tradition of dowries, so that sometimes the father of the the father of the girl would go overseas to make enough money for the dowry so that the daughter could get married. So I feel a little better about it all right now. Now let's see if I can play this. It might not be possible. Let's see. If you could see my dearest, when her eyes shine the clearest, her cheeks like the red blood that's a new drop in the snow, she'd be a fair and tender, her waist small and slender. She's my Greenwood lassie, wherever I go. My parents don't like her, they slight her with scorn, because she has no riches or wrapped up in store. But the more that they slight her, the more I'll invite her to be my Greenwood lassie till time is no more. For if I had the wealth of the East or West Indies, or if I had the gold of the African shore, into my arms I'd take her and never forsake her, my own Greenwood lassie, whom I'll always adore. Down yonder bower we've spent many's the long hour, pulling the flowers by yon clear winding shore. It was her stolen kisses cost my fondest wishes. She'll be my Greenwood lassie, the girl I adore. If you could see my dearest, when her eyes shine the clearest, her cheeks like the red blood that's new dropped in the snow, she'd be a fair and tender, her waist small and slender. She's my Greenwood lassie, wherever I go. like that. So I guess I don't get a gold on that one, but we'll go for the bronze. Beautiful song, a beautiful song, and we're going to carry on with another a complete change of pace. This is a song called "Money," and this is completely up to date, even though I wrote it about 45 years ago, and it's about greed and how greed can take over somehow. And we see that a little bit in our current news. And I'll put this away. It's a cittern. Not a bittern or a cistern. Now, we could stop here for a second. If there are any questions or comments or anything you wanted to say. This is certainly this is a concert, so that's not necessary. So we're going to do "Money" now. And we'll use a different Patty Richter harmonica. And this, I'm sure, is the one that I used when I did the album. Because it's a Hwang, and Hwang harmonicas seem to last quite a while. And they respond quite nicely. So the chorus on this one, if you care to join in, is money, 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 money. So shouldn't be too hard. On the CD, by the way, by some weird glitch, the first word of this song got left out. The word is "your," in case you were wondering. So if you feel like downloading that song, if you want to get that word "your," you all have the download link. So on the download, that word has been stuck back in. Did anybody download it? I'm just curious. Did anyone put it on their computer? Yeah, Alan. Yeah. Did you use WAV or MP3? Or you don't know? The WAV files are a little bit bigger. Yeah, MP3. Doesn't take up that much space and sounds almost... It's really hard to tell the difference. Okay. Your life is out of sync. Your mind is on the blink. You don't know what to think. Think money. Your hippie days are through. You don't know what to do. But here's a tip for you. Make money. You used to live on love when that was in fashion. But the times have been a change and now there's a different passion. Here we go. Money, 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 money. The needy, go ahead, be greedy. It won't give you VD money. Just like the politician, take the ethical position, except on one condition: money. There only is one key to a life of wealth and splendor. No matter how you get it, they call it legal tender. lost one's found, but buys flesh by the pound. Money, it's your patriotic duty. Get filthy, rich, and snooty. To hell with truth and beauty. Money, you'll think that you are rising to the very highest level. So won't it be surprising when you run into the devil? Money, 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 money. Money, yeah. Money. Okay, so I think the first song I ever performed in public was "I Ain't Marching Anymore" by Phil Oakes. I was invited to a wobbly picnic, the International Workers of the World, and I don't know what else I sang. I think I sang "I've Been Told," which was a generic protest song I had written, which ended up on Folkways Records. It's still there on Smithsonian Folkways from 1966 or 7. Something funny here. Let's see. And so Phil Oakes had a big impact on my life, and any of those out there in my generation probably felt the same way. He certainly helped me decide that I didn't want to go to Vietnam, and luckily I didn't. Give me a second here. So after he died by his own hand, tragically in 1976, I wrote this song about him. A little sitar effect there, and it ended up in Broadside magazine, and which some of you might know, topical song magazine. I'm sure Bill knows, Bill knows as well. And at the same time, the people who ran Broadside, Sis Cunningham and Gordon Friesen, asked me to take Phil's tapes. That they had a lot of tapes because he used to write a bunch of songs, dozens and dozens, sometimes several in 1 week. And he'd go up to Broadside with these slips of paper, all these pages, and he'd put them down, and he'd record his new song into their tape recorder, and then Sis Cunningham would transcribe the songs for Broadside magazine, which came out every 2 weeks for a while, and then every month after that. And something's wrong here. And they asked me to take those tapes and make them into record albums for Folkways, and I did. There it is. And we put out 3 albums: Phil Oakes, the Broadside tapes, and Phil Oakes Sings for Broadside, and Phil Oakes interviews, and they're still available on Smithsonian Folkways. So the long and short of it is I got a real education in Phil Oakes' music, and he was just absolutely brilliant. Let's try this one. Phil, what went wrong? Why are you quiet now? Phil, where's your song? I really need it now. You kept me warm throughout the storm. Now I feel a chill, Phil. I miss you. You were not mad, just fool enough to care. The love you've always had, you always had to share. You never knew the good you did, and now you never will, Phil. I miss you. Phil, here's farewell. How I wish you could have stayed to help me understand, to make me unafraid. I dreamed I saw a golden bird outside my windowsill, Phil. I miss you. Phil. That's the wrong one. Shouldn't do that. All right, we got one more number here. That's the one. And I promise in this song I will not rhyme the words warm and storm. If you've been counting, there's already 3 times. It's a good rhyme. I'm not the first to have used it, or the last. This one I wrote shortly after or maybe even during, the Falklands War. It's probably the greatest song written about the Falklands War that exists. And why did I write it about the Falklands War? Because when there are nuclear powers in this world, you never know what little tiny rift between a couple countries can expand, right? So, and that's why the doomsday clock is now closest to doomsday as it's ever been from the scientists who keep track of these things in the nuclear age. And so I still sing the song. So at this point in the concert, I typically thank the host. So, so thank you, Lisa Kleinholz, who's my wife, who has the professional Zoom. And I tell the audience how thrilled I am that they're here, and I really am delighted that you were here and put up with some strange guitar permutations of the real song. So this is Just Another War, all right? And you might notice at some points the tune of Rule Britannia, which I thought was appropriate for this. The bitter snows of June across the deck are thundering like bullets from a gun. For 7 frozen weeks, the soldier has been wondering, will I ever see the sun? Now you can call me Pete, or you can call me Pedro. What's the difference in a name? One leader calls them Falklands, the other says Malvinas. To them both it's just a game. They say it's war, war, war. It's just another war. It's not the end of the world. Oh, if there's one too many wars, then there won't be any more. No more wars, women, men, boys, or girls. Oh, the politicians cheered and waved us into battle to save a national pride. But they never breathed the smoke. I heard the cannons rattle, or took a bullet in the side. No, they say it's war, war, war. It's just another war. It's not the end of the world. But if there's one too many wars, then there won't be any more. No more wars, women, men, boys, or girls. Governments, flags, borders all are fleeting. In an hour they disappear. But somehow the drums of war never stop their beating. Year after bloody year. And they say it's war, war, war. It's just another war. It's not the end of the world. But if there's one too many wars, then there won't be any more. No more wars, women, men, boys, or girls. They say it's war, war, war. It's just another war. It's not the end of the world. But if there's one too many wars, then there won't be any more. No more wars, women, men, boys, or girls. The King of Hearts in its entirety.
Yay. Yeah.
You can unmute if you like. And I can unwrap myself. And I hope you enjoyed it.